Hello fellow Formula One lovers, welcome back to my channel. It's Trace here, the Irish Tarot Girl. I'm really sorry again that I am so behind on this reading. This is going to be your Qatar prediction video for the coming races. So we're going to get started straight away because I have a few readings to do. This is going to be 3 cards for the sprint race, which is, I believe, tomorrow. So we already know that Oscar Piastri is on pole. So let's just see how we do. While I take a little sip of my coffee, I apologize in advance if I cough. I've been sick for like 2 weeks now. So first card is the World. Now I've already had a peek at these cards because I wanted to make sure that I had, I'm going to turn them all over. I wanted to make sure that I had a proper look and understanding of what's coming up for these important races. So the first card is the World. Oh, and by the way, I'm using the Adventure Tarot by Elizabeth Sue. So the World. I immediately, when this came out, I felt like this was representing the World Championship. They're all so close, they can taste it. They have their eyes on the prize. And this is what is at stake. And they all know this going into the sprint race. And this is what I feel for this particular card. I'm going to try and do this reading really quick and not like dilly-dally. Okay, so we have the Devil. Immediately when this card popped up, I thought to myself, if you're looking at the World and the Devil, it felt like someone is not paying attention. Someone is keeping their eyes on the prize and they're not looking out for who's around them. And I immediately felt like this was Max. And I'm not calling Max Verstappen the Devil. I'm not his biggest fan. I do respect him as a driver. He's an incredible talent. But this is like someone, like a snake in the grass, like waiting for someone to make a mistake. And I feel like this might be Max Verstappen waiting in the wings for Oscar or Lando to make a boo-boo. And I feel like that's what might happen and steal World Championship points from possibly Oscar because he's on pole, because we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is all about theft. It's all about stealing things under the cover of darkness, getting away with things, being underhand, being sneaky and deceitful. And I feel, so like in this card, we have this skier who is taking a bunch of swords from this little cabin under the cover of night. 2 are left behind, which I kind of feel like is Lando and Oscar. I feel like this sprint might be Max's for the taking. I feel like the 2 McLarens are going to be fighting it out for the World Championship, and I feel like Max is going to be like, okay, you do your thing, while I just go over here and like steal all these points away from you both. So I feel like that's what might happen tomorrow. So that's the sprint race. Then we have the race. I've already pulled the cards. I've already had a look at them. And again, I'm going to turn them all over at the same time. So if we come on the back of like a Max win, for the race, we have first card, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is about too much choice. So many things in front of you, you don't know what to pick, what to choose. But this person in this card is taking a breath, sitting back, breathing, closing her eyes, centering and calming. So I think that this is going to be McLaren going into the race on Sunday. They might be on the back foot. And this is just my intuition. This is what I'm getting from what's going on, the sprint cards. So this is just going off my intuition. And I have a little visitor. Hi, Cooper. We're dog sitting at the moment and I have a little friend beside me. So yeah, 7 of Cups. I feel like this is McLaren might be coming off a bit of a dodgy or bad sprint. Max might steal a lot of points, and they're going to have to recalibrate overnight, take a breather, calm themselves, get back to fundamentals and say, okay, we got this. We need to put that behind us and just focus on the race ahead of us. Then we have 6 of Wands. And if you know, the 6 of Wands came up last week in my weekly reading. 6 of Wands is all about personal victory. It's a happy card. It's a victorious card. It's a yes card. It's a winning card. And here we have someone in, dare I say, McLaren colours, sitting back, eating s'mores, relaxed, victorious, happy, things have gone well. So I feel like McLaren are going to do well out of the race. Sprint might be Max's, but I feel like this is McLaren. And I'm not getting a sense of this who in McLaren, so I feel like Lando and Oscar are going to do well, given the colours and given what the card says, victory. And then we have 3 of Cups. Now, I tend to look at the colours in the cards that come up because they're usually representative, especially with Mercedes. When Mercedes colours pop up, they tend to do well. And these are, I mean, if you watch my readings, these are Mercedes colours. So I'm wondering if McLaren are going to do well, but it might be a Mercedes race. It might be a Mercedes victory. They might just do really well, but they are going to be celebrating both Russell and Antonelli. So I feel like it's going to be a McLaren's day and it's going to be a Mercedes day, because 3 of Cups is all about celebrating together as a team, teamwork. I mean, look at these 3 women. They're happy out. So that's the race. And then I drew 3 cards, as I always do. 1 for Oscar, 1 for Lando, and 1 for Max. Now, I didn't do any Mercedes ones because these are just the ones that are in contention for the World Championship. So, Oscar, we have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is a strong, confident card. This is for who's going to win the race. This is a strong, confident, masculine, powerful card. It's also a yes card. However, the vibe I'm getting off this card, it's not a very like joyful, you know, yes, this is mine kind of card. This is a woman staring off at the sun, trying to peep through the canopy of a forest. And it feels like it's there for the taking. He could win the race on Sunday, but I don't think he will. I think he's still going to be staring at the World Championship as a possibility. Look at her staring at that like hazy sunlight there. It's off in the distance. It's a possibility. He'll do well, but it's not in his grasp yet. So I'm feeling like this is a he can, but I don't think he will win on Sunday. For entertainment purposes only, I could be totally wrong. Then for Lando, we have Scout of Cups. Now, I think the scouts in this deck are the knights. It could be a page also. I didn't check the booklet. I'm trying to get this reading out quick. But regardless of being a page or a knight, I was very conscious of this girl here, this lady holding up 2 fingers for victory, and the 2 donut floaties. So I think Lando might come second. I don't think he's going to win. He's going to do well. He's definitely a Cups. He's a Scorpio. He's an emotional fish, as I always call him and myself, because I'm a Scorpio too. But so it's definitely a victory card in a sense, but it's doing well, but I'm not getting winning off this card. So I feel like Lando and Oscar are going to do well. Lando might get the upper hand over Oscar. I think he's going to be happier with the result, and I think he might come second than Oscar. And then for Max, 4 of Wands. Now, look at this happy lady. 4 of Wands is definite yes card. 4 of Wands is a happy, joyful, celebratory card. It's all about family, putting down roots, being solid, balance, structure. And look at her, like, this looks like a salsa dancer, or her dress looks kind of Japanese, but it also is giving kind of salsa vibes. So I'm feeling like Max could win. This is a definite victory card. So that has been your Qatar 2025 tarot reading. I hope you've enjoyed, and come back for more later.